Hello and welcome to episode number 248 of WITM, in which Gerald will be in non-title action, taking on two tough opponents of very different styles. The King of Strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev. So let's get underway with our episode 248 match. Gerald versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev in triple threat hardcore action.
We're moments away from pure chaos. The triple threat match is next.
I love chaos.
We have one of our breakout talents in a match against two of WWE's finest.
Man, if this goes like I think it will, people will be talking about this match for a long, long time.
There's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top. So how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yes, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. Something that you just couldn't stop.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. It's early to rise,
The following
early in
triple
sack.
threat contest
Thank God
is
I'm
a
country
no
boy.
disqualification
Well, simple
match.
never did me no
Making his
harm.
way to the
Raising
ring
the family and
from
working on
Grand
the farm.
Rapids,
Days are all filled with an easy
weighing
country
in
charm.
at
Thank God I'm a
230
country
pounds,
boy.
the
Well, I got me a fine
Intercontinental
wife. I got me
Champion,
old fiddle and the sun's coming up. I got
You can
cakes
only
on the
find
griddle.
triple threat
Life
action
ain't
like
nothing
this
but a funny,
in
funny riddle.
WWE.
Thank God I'm a
This is
country
going to be
boy.
great.
When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, out the fiddle and the rockin' up the bow. The kids are sweet, so I keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't think it very good. So I fiddle when I can and I work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got the old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Woo!
And here we go.
Looking in the ring.
Gerald
Word
with
comes to
another
mind to describe what we can expect from
triple
this
threat
match.
non-title opportunity. This time facing two top caliber opponents and Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Will Gerald be able to keep his momentum going, heading toward his next Intercontinental defense at No Mercy?
Down here in Mobile, Alabama, these fans don't need a primer or a media guide. They know all
Rusev.
the players in this WWE drama, and they are loud.
Hey guys, I want to talk a little
With
bit
a
about
slam to
Rusev
Gerald.
here. He's got his hands full in this triple threat match. How does he climb
Forces
that
Gerald to a
mountain?
seated position as Shinsuke Nakamura bides his time. Punch by Rusev and an Irish whip and a boot by Rusev. And Rusev just tosses Shinsuke Nakamura.
Anything can happen.
Gerald with Rusev tumbling inside the ring. Goes after Shinsuke Nakamura with a couple of uppercuts.
But things can change in an instant in a triple threat match.
Well, if he can't bounce back from this, then
Drags
maybe he's
Nakamura
not
closer
as tough
center
as I
ring,
thought he
looking
was.
for a quick victory. But Nakamura powers out at one.
No, this guy's too strong. This guy's
Rusev back to the ring now. Clothesline from behind to Gerald. Now an axe handle to the back.
Something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new
Irish
stuff.
whip into the corner.
Rusev has found an answer
Punch to
here.
the back. An impressive move by Nakamura, powerbombing Rusev with ease. And suplex to Gerald.
He looks to be a little
That's
surprised
what sent
right
Gerald
now.
tumbling
Come
outside.
on, if he can't withstand
Both of these men,
he's in
two
the wrong
talented
profession.
competitors, but
It's hard
found
to argue
themselves
that, but I'd say this one
lost
could
in
go
the
either
shuffle.
way.
Going to Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. A victory here would go a long way for them. Moving up 2 spots, of course, in the Intercontinental rankings.
Yeah, this could be big.
Nakamura looking to take
Get
flight.
some air here.
And will do so
Too, if you're sitting next to
successfully.
you.
Like I said, Rusev tumbling outside. Nakamura turns his attention to the Intercontinental champion Gerald. Reversal by Gerald from the corner. Reverse DDT. Goes for cover.
Just trying to go to
And Nakamura powers out at 2 as Rusev getting fired up on the outside before making his way back into the ring, or at least to the apron, now back into the ring. Gerald clawing away the shoulder of Nakamura, broken up by Rusev.
Exactly what we're witnessing.
You know, Michael, few superstars respect this industry as much
And
as
kicks
this
the
guy.
stomach of Gerald.
It's
Is going to
pretty
send
impressive.
Gerald in a seated
Although I don't
position.
know how much that respect is helping
Now a
him here
powerbomb
tonight.
aided by the ropes. Gerald will remain in the ring. Gerald back to his feet, biding his time.
just driven to the floor.
Nakamura goes tumbling outside. Rusev turns his attention to Gerald. Irish up into the
You can see
corner.
him struggling to stand
Clothesline by
after all
Rusev.
the damage he's taken.
Forces Gerald to a knee. Reversal by Gerald. And clothesline by Gerald is going to send Rusev to the outside. This is a no disqualification matchup. Gerald looking to take advantage of that.
He saw that one coming.
Fighting outside.
Oh, I think this man
Headbutt by Rusev. Nakamura's back in the ring. So is Rusev. And they're going to fight it out.
Nothing good ever happens outside the ring.
Irish up into the corner by Rusev to Nakamura. Now forces him to the top
He wasted too
turnbuckle.
much time on that one.
Gerald back into the
Rusev is
ring.
known as the Bulgarian Brute.
And
His
almost
strength is
has
superhuman,
Rusev and
like a
Nakamura drop
supervillain.
right on top
But
of
it doesn't
him.
end there. It
Irish up
starts
into the
there.
ropes by Rusev to
Rusev's
Gerald and
athleticism
tossing
means
Gerald
this
aside. Now
300-pound
kick to the
monster
back.
moves like a cat.
Rusev
I don't know
fired
if
up.
anyone can stop Rusev.
Stomp to the back. Suplex by Rusev to Gerald. But now
Look how slow
Nakamura.
he is to recover here.
Won't matter.
That was
Reversed by
some serious
Rusev with
punishment.
elbow strikes.
Looks to me like the gas tank is at about halfway.
Gerald
You want to make sure it doesn't get close
doing a little
enough to
country
eat
dance
that.
there before going to his comeback sequence. If it's successful, that will score Gerald a big boot signature maneuver to use. And he is successful.
What guts?
offense. He's sending a
Gerald
message
goes
to
for
pin
cover.
his opponent right here.
I think this is it.
Nobody
And
controls
Nakamura
the
powers
pace
out
of
at
a
2.
match quite like this guy.
Kick to the back.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him.
Reversal by Gerald. Reversal by
He
Nakamura.
anticipated that move perfectly. A textbook
Reversal by
reversal.
Gerald.
Can he follow up?
And a big
You could call this a
clothesline
good
by
old-fashioned
Gerald
butt
into a
whooping.
cover.
this could
Gerald
do
making
it.
great use of covers, broken up by Rusev.
Is this
Nakamura goes coming outside. There's a spear for Rusev. Nakamura laid out outside. Rusev just took the spear.
He goes for the quick pin attempt.
Does Gerald have a non-title victory? No, Rusev powers out at 2.5. I thought that was a great opportunity for a win there, but Rusev is able to power out.
Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy
Gerald
watching.
Yeah, one of those you never
flying
want to
away
see
the
end.
shoulder, trying to neutralize some of that
That
power of
stop might have only
Rusev.
lasted a second, but it's going to be felt
Stomp to the
tomorrow.
elbow.
That may
There's
be felt
another.
for a lifetime.
Gerald rubbing the
See
cover
that from
of those
before. I
arms
mean,
and
it's
shoulders of
definitely a first
Rusev.
tonight.
Good
This is
technical
great. This guy will try
wrestling.
anything.
Goes for
He's got the
cover.
shoulders down, Cole.
This could be it.
Broken up by Nakamura, who's made his way back into the ring. Gerald paid Nakamura no mind going back after Rusev, but reversal by Rusev as Gerald was coming outside.
He gets out of trouble there.
Rusev with a reversal of Nakamura. Stomp to the arm. Suplex.
Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight.
And there's the submission.
Rusev clawing away at the shoulder of Nakamura. I believe that was a submission
Yeah, he's got
maneuver.
to get the pressure off somehow.
And it's locked in well. But Nakamura is just barely able to break the hold. Now Nakamura and Gerald in the ring. Gerald reverses Nakamura. Goes for
There's the
cover.
pin. Can his opponent kick out?
And Nakamura powers out at 2. Gerald clawing away at the shoulder of Nakamura.
I just can't get over the philosophy of this match. This has been brutal.
Rusev on the apron biding his time. Makes his way back in as Gerald goes for yet another pin attempt. And that will be broken up by Rusev. Nakamura goes tumbling outside. Arm dragged by Gerald.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Reversal by
Look at the
Rusev.
back of my arm.
Rusev
Look at the goosebumps. I love this.
goes for
Open-handed
cover.
here.
I hope so too.
And the shoulders up now.
And
That's
Gerald
a
powers
kick
out at 1.
Nice. Wow. What a display of heart and determination.
Reversal by Gerald. Goes for cover, center ring.
And he kicks out.
And Rusev
he
powers
lives
out
to
almost
fight
instantly.
again.
Maybe
You
a
can't
1
teach
count.
heart, believe me.
Kick to
when
the
I
back.
tell you, this guy is filled with it. A knockdown.
There's
drag
another
out brawl,
kick to the back.
complete with a big
Nakamura's
stomp.
back to the ring. Gerald going for another cover, broken up by Nakamura.
I'm not sure if he knows where he is right now.
Nakamura.
He's going to be seeing
DDT to
stars
Gerald.
right
And after
away.
seeing Gerald tumbling outside.
It's obvious right now that
Knee to the
Rusev
head
is
of
feeling the
Rusev
abuse
by
that has been
Nakamura.
dealt
It's going to
out
bust
in this
open
match so
Rusev.
far. It just
Roush
doesn't
up into
seem
the
to be his
corner.
night tonight, guys.
You can almost see the confidence starting to
As
drain from his
Rusev
face.
laid out
I
on
totally
top of
agree, John. And I
top
really
turnbuckle.
thought we were going to see a lot more from him here tonight. He's pulling out all the
Now goes
stops
for
to lay
cover.
down.
He thinks he has it.
2.
Rusev powers out at 2. Gerald back into the ring now. Roush up into the corner.
In trouble now.
Reversal by
It may be just
Nakamura.
matter
There's a
of
punch.
time.
Suplex by Nakamura, who's getting fired up.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is
Goes to the
unreal.
finisher now to
Extra
Rusev.
slow getting back to his
Reversal
base
by
here.
Rusev.
He gets out of trouble
Reversal
there.
by Nakamura. Meanwhile, Gerald tries to climb to the ropes to aid him getting back to his feet and will do so.
I don't remember the last time he executed. My God, his body's
Rusev
been
said
through
tumbling
hell, and his
outside.
ribs have
Nakamura.
borne the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like
There's a
that.
belly
can
to
make
belly
him
by
hard to breathe.
Gerald into a cover.
Watch it.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
I think he's got it.
Very nearly a victory for Gerald,
Just
but
making his
Nakamura's
presence
got
felt
power out
there.
at 2.5. Forces Nakamura to his feet.
He's sending a
Undragged.
message to the entire WWE
Not
locker
going
room
to kitchen
here.
to Rusev, but
Boy, he is
Rusev
really tired now. That
looks
tank
like
of
maybe
his
going for
has
a
to be
belly of,
reading
the belly of
empty.
his own,
It
but
has to be, King. But I still
reversed
don't
by
see him giving
Gerald.
up.
There's a
For the pin and the win.
slam and now a cover.
2. He's pulling out all the
And,
stops tonight.
oh, I thought that looked like it may have been a 3 to me, but the referee says no, this match continues. Gerald goes back to work on the shoulder of Rusev, but this time Rusev is able to
Boy,
reverse.
this has just been pandemonium.
No kidding. What a matchup. This has been a classic.
And Gerald with a
Rusev is making his
reversal.
presence known.
Rusev takes out Nakamura, who goes going outside. And there's a super kick by Rusev, but that
The WWE Universe, folks. Wow.
took out his stamina.
That's
Can
what you
Rusev
call a finisher.
capitalize?
This might be it. Hot damn, it's exciting.
He can
It's
dodge
just
Gerald
dissected. Your
getting to his
worst
feet.
nightmares
Rusev
become
completely drained of
reality
energy
when you
after
enter
that super
ring
kick.
and have to worry about withstanding attacks from 2 opponents.
There's another belly to belly by Gerald, who goes for cover.
He thinks he
But
has
Rusev
it.
had enough stamina left to kick out. It looks like he did, but Nakamura's going to break that up, and
Here's Nakamura with some offense
what
of his
likely
own.
would have been a Gerald victory. Nakamura goes for cover,
Think, oh, this could do it.
I think so.
2.
and Gerald powers out at 2.
What? He's still not through?
I don't think so.
Rusev
He was one step
reversed by
ahead of that one.
Nakamura.
Whoa! Whoa!
This should do
More
it
with a
right there.
cover,
I think this thing's over.
broken up by Gerald.
Oh, trying
And
to
there's a
pull
big
it
boot
out.
to Nakamura. Both men are down.
Can he score?
Does Gerald have himself a non-title victory? He does.
Whether you like it or not,
Gerald
there's the match
picks up the
right
victory over
there.
2 talented opponents, Nakamura and Rusev, and picks up some of that ever important momentum towards his next title defense at No Mercy.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can hack. It's early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. My days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle, and the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, I pull out my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. The kids are sweet, so I keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't think it very good. So I fiddle when I can and I work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got the old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank
Feel
God
the
I'm a
effects of
country
this win for a
boy.
while.
When you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
What a great match we just saw here on Raw. Thank you everybody for choosing to spend part of your Monday night with us.
Alright, so Gerald, he's struggled a little bit in his recent non-title matches, but he's going to pick up a big victory here over 2 talented opponents and pick up some of the ever important
Finally,
momentum
the main
as a
event.
champion.
Sit tight for singles action coming up next. It'll be Asuka versus a formidable opponent.
As we inch closer and closer to his Intercontinental defense at No Mercy. Now we have a rare women's main event here on Raw. It's champion versus champion. The Raw Women's Champion Asuka takes on the NXT Women's Champion and most recent Raw call-up Ember Moon. And it's going to be the NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon scoring a big victory over the Raw Women's Champion Asuka. Alright. And so that does it for Raw. We will see how those results affect the rankings on Raw. As I once again managed to go into the wrong menu. Eventually I'll learn. Probably on like the last episode of Season 3. Alright. Starting with the Raw Women. Nikki Bella defeated Aaliyah. However, Ember Moon won as well, so Nikki Bella remains number 2. Aaliyah moves down to the bottom, number 9. Ember Moon defeated Asuka. Ember Moon remains number 1 contender, and Asuka is, of course, champion. And your top 5 contenders to the Raw Women's Championship held by Asuka are number 1, Ember Moon, number 2, Nikki Bella, number 3, Bayley, number 4, Liv Morgan, and number 5, Dana Brooke. And now the Raw Tag Team Division. New Day defeated the Usos. New Day moves up to number 2. Usos fall to the bottom, number 6. And Sheamus and Cesaro defeated the Miz, Taraj in non-title action. So Usos will actually remain at number 5. Miz, Taraj will be at the bottom. And the top 5 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships held by Cesaro and Sheamus are number 1, the Authors of Pain, number 2, the New Day, number 3, the Revival, number 4, the Hype Bros, and number 5, the Usos. Now the Cruiserweight division. We had a Battle Royal, so there's going to be a big shake-up in the Cruiserweight division here. Andrew defeated Cedric Alexander, Arya Daivari, Tajiri, Jack Gallagher, and Neville. So Andrew will move up to the number 2 slot, and the rest will move down a slot because normally multi-man matches will only have the man that took the loss, but in this case each man had to be eliminated in order to lose. So they will all move down. Cedric Alexander to number 7, Arya Daivari to number 6, Tajiri to number 10, Jack Gallagher to number 9, and Neville to number 13. And the top 5 contenders to the WWE Cruiserweight Championship held by Lince Dorado are number 1, Akira Tozawa, number 2, Andrew, number 3, Brian Kendrick, number 4, Noam Dar, and number 5, Mustafa Ali. And now the Intercontinental title rankings. If I can find the Intercontinental title, which I always have trouble finding for some reason. Braun Strowman defeated Dean Ambrose. That is a non-title victory, so Braun moves up 2 spots, number 22. Ambrose is not in these rankings. Gerald defeated Shinsuke Nakamura with no decision for Rusev. Gerald is, of course, champion. Rusev remains at number 5. And Nakamura falls to number 21. And the top 5 contenders to the Intercontinental Championship held by Gerald are number 1, Sheamus, number 2, The Miz, number 3, Bobby Roode, number 4, Cesaro, and number 5, Rusev. And now the Universal title rankings. Braun Strowman defeated Dean Ambrose, but Strowman is not in these rankings, and Ambrose is champion, so no change there. And there's no other matches for the Universal that involved Universal Championship competitors. So your top 5 contenders to the Universal Championship held by Dean Ambrose remain: number 1, Cesaro, number 2, Sheamus, number 3, Randy Orton, number 4, Finn Balor, and number 5, Kevin Owens. And now we move on to SmackDown Live. Will we see Dalton Roush in action? That still is not AJ Styles, even though I made him an all-new attire. And yes, we will see Dalton Roush in action. It's going to be a huge opportunity for Dalton Roush. He's going to be taking on the WWE Champion Roman Reigns, the new WWE Champion Roman Reigns, in the main event of SmackDown Live. So we got a huge matchup here. Big opportunity for Dalton in episode number 249. That would do it for episode number 248. Until 249, this is Corey, signing off.